Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the South Alabama Jaguars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Jaguars headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Warhawks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Warhawks will have it first and 10. This time he wants to throw. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Red pass, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Find it. There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Gonna run it. It's Phillips. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Might as well stick with him. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. And
he's going for it all. And it's incomplete. For the huge gain on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Davenport. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got his man. And he'll be brought down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including...
There's some room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Caught behind the line. It's Gibbs. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge as we get a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. On the option. He'll toss it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! Extra point here will tie the game.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. ULM Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the... There he goes! Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. With the catch, it's Walker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Warhawks with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the 1st down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Back to pass, it's Davenport. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the rookie.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 17 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back now to your game inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the UL Monroe head coach at the half. Their defense has got to step up big time right now. They have been struggling at times throughout this season, but right now is a huge moment. With a lead, they have an opportunity on this kickoff to come down and make a big statement. I'll keep you posted on if the defense is able to step up in this huge moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Dropping back, it's Davenport. Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. They go to the draw. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Jamison. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down. And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling...
Finding some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Jamison. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Hunter. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Looking for a man, it's Davenport. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Takes it in. Touchdown, South Alabama.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk. Keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jamison. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Right back to it. Maybe a crease. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Warhawks have their offense in high gear. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside, it's Jamison. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Jamison. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team.